from here, nice and relaxed. Hand shot. Ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, chu, ju, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, chu, ju, ich. Good, yummy. Good, so a couple of things to think about as you went through that. A fairly quick count. What I want you to do is look at your body as you move. Right, and when I say look at your body, really feel that, and it's more internally look at your body, right? As you're making the steps through, like your agyuke, or as you're making your uizukis, or if you're going from garambai to uizuki, ask yourself, is your body center twirling in and out? Is there a whole lot of movement there? You want to keep your hips strong, and as you step, keep your body weight so simply your center moves directly towards whatever you're going after. Or are you wiggling and stepping, right? So you can look at it through a number of ways. One, your head moves, right? Or as you go, you squeeze in and out, right, as you move. I just noticed that my camera's flipped. I'm going to do that while you all go through hand shodan again and try and figure out sort of that piece. And I want you to ask that question. If you're punching forward, or if you're making agyuke, warm, straight up, or if you're punching forward, warm, and is that punch going in a straight line, or is your body carrying it on some sort of weird vector, right? If you're stepping, is your punch coming out and coming on a weird vector because this is loose, right? Ideally, you want your center, body, punch to come straight to the target. Straight to the target, no matter what. So don't allow your body to sway that, and don't let your arm disconnect to create that. Does that make sense? So think about that mainly in the uizuki. So use this as, we're not doing basics tonight. So think about it mainly in terms of the kata as your basics practice, yeah? Okay, your turn, hand shot on your own time. Hey, yoi, off you go. Same game, right? So from here, nice and relaxed, going through the kata, one move, one count. Hey, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, kyu, ju, ich, ni, sam, shi, go. Good, and relax up. So again, same deal, yeah? The next thing you want to ask yourself as you're going through hand nidan that time is, is your body, as you do the shutos, for example, there's a lot of shutos in this, as you're making them, are you disconnecting your elbows and then coming in? Right, so you're opening yourself up. So is it here, disconnect, then bring them together and step through. Rather than just from here, squeeze them through. Right, very, very simple points, but really important. Feel as it steps, rather than disconnect and feel. Does that make sense? So this time, and then same thing with the uchukage, yeah? When you're here, feeling the kick, punch, are you disconnecting to be able to create the gyakuhame uchuke, right? Or is it just coming from here straight in to make the connection? Have that feeling, have that flavor. Okay, up to you. Second time through, hand nidan. Ready? Hayoi. And hajime. Okay, this time let's move on to hand sandan. Hayoi. One move, one count again. Ich, ni, sam, shi, go, ho, shich, hach, chu, ju, Age. Ni. Sam. Shi. Go. Out. Shich. Hach. Good. Amen. Good. So this time for Heian Sandan, what I want you to pay attention to as you go through it a second time is pay attention if you're losing connection in the center. Right? So, for example, when you're here, you make the first drop. Are you doing this? When you make the next movement, are you doing this? Instead of keeping connection, make the drop, keeping your connection, stepping up, right? This kind of flavor. And then as you make the turns, are you going through the turn? Are you bending and coming round and standing up again? Or are you keeping your center underneath you to make the turn? Does that make sense? And then as you step, is it going through to make the step? Or is it just from here stepping in? Likewise, when you're at the top, are you crunching and sticking your bum out to make the drop? Or is it simply lifting and then dropping down? When you make that last movement, here, whoop, other way. When you're here, are you stepping up, leaving this out, and then turning around? Or are you keeping your center underneath you as you move? Okay, so keep your hips underneath you this time through all of the in-between movements, all of the transitions. Okay, Heian Sandan. Ready? Hey, yoi. Hey, hashme.